Revealing your pain, the power of silence. Here's a harsh truth that not everyone realizes. The more you reveal your pain, the more likely you are to be a target for harm. Although it doesn't always happen, sadly, many people feel satisfied when they see you struggling. They may unintentionally or intentionally contribute to making your difficulties worse. This is a manifestation of jealousy and cruel habits, things that are more common than we think. This truth exists not only in the work environment, among friends, but even in the family. So what is the solution? Learn to control your emotions and not reveal your weaknesses. Imagine you are a tree in the middle of a storm. The leaves may shake, the branches may sway, but the trunk remains strong, rooted deep in the ground. It is a symbol of quiet resilience, a true strength of those who understand how the world works. In this video, we will explore the 18 principles of life from Epictetus, a great philosopher of Stoicism. These principles will not only help you become more stable, but also help you become the master of your destiny, regardless of the storms of life. Ready? Focus on this content and ignore the surrounding distractions. Principle 1. Listen more than you speak. Have you ever wondered why we have 2 ears but only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, this is not a coincidence but a clear message from nature. Listen more, speak less. When you are immersed in your own voice, you are only repeating what you already know. But when you listen, you are opening the door to learning and growing. From today, focus on what others are saying rather than trying to defend your own point of view. Silence is not only golden, but also the key to wisdom. Principle 2. Always prepare for the worst. One of the biggest causes of anxiety is fear of the future. We worry about losing our jobs, failing relationships, or even going bankrupt. Every day, a new worry arises, causing stress. But Epictetus has a simple but effective advice: assume that everything bad has already happened. When you prepare yourself for the worst, nothing can bring you down. Instead of letting fear control you, you will develop a coping strategy and move forward with your head held high. Principle 3. Prepare to fail, because it is the only way to improve. We often do everything we can to avoid looking like a fool. But Epictetus argues that being seen as foolish is sometimes the best thing. Why? Because real progress is never the result of luck. It is the product of a long process of trial and error. Every failure is a step closer to excellence. Don't be afraid of being laughed at. Be afraid of not trying. Principle 4. Beware of the trap of wealth. Everyone wants to be successful and rich. But Epictetus warns that wealth carries a subtle trap. It not only attracts opportunists, but also changes you. When you own a lot of assets, you will start to worry about losing them. You may even sacrifice your moral values just to protect what you have. So instead of chasing after wealth, build a strong spirit. Wealth is not about money, but about peace of mind. Principle 5. Don't pin all your hopes on a single dream. We often hear the phrase, follow your passion. But Epictetus reminds us that pinning all your hopes on a single dream is dangerous. If that dream fails, you will collapse with it. Instead of pursuing just one path, expand your opportunities. By pursuing multiple goals, you increase your chances of success and never feel like you have lost everything. Principle 6. Remember that death is always waiting. It may sound gloomy, but the truth is that no one can escape death. Epictetus is not advising you to live in pessimism, but wants you to be clearly aware of the finiteness of time. If you know that time is limited, you will not waste it on meaningless things. Why spend 20 years working hard to buy a house that you can't take with you when you die? Instead, spend your time on things that really matter. Principle 7. True wealth lies in a contented soul. According to Epictetus, a wise person does not grieve for what he does not have, but rejoices in what he does have. If you keep chasing after things that are beyond your reach, you will never know when enough is enough. Learn to be grateful and enjoy the present, instead of chasing after the illusion of future happiness. Principle 8. Humility, the key to continuous learning. Epictetus once said, if you think you know everything, you will never learn anything. Arrogance is the enemy of knowledge. Look at life through the eyes of a child, always curious, always ready to accept new things. Humility does not make you weak, but makes you stronger with each lesson. Principle No. 18. Master the art of letting go. One of the greatest sources of suffering is attachment. We cling to people, possessions, and even outdated ideas, fearing their loss. Yet, Epictetus reminds us that everything we hold is borrowed from life itself. Just as the tide brings treasures to the shore and takes them away, so too does life. When you learn to let go without resentment, you gain true freedom, freedom from fear, anxiety, and disappointment. Principle No. 19. Control what you can. Ignore what you can't. There's a simple but powerful rule in Stoicism. Focus only on what lies within your control. You can't control the weather, the economy, or someone else's opinion, but you can control your thoughts, reactions, and choices. When you waste energy worrying about the uncontrollable, you hand power to external forces. Reclaim your peace by narrowing your focus to what truly matters. Principle No. 20. Embrace discomfort as a teacher. Comfort, while pleasant, rarely breeds growth. It is through discomfort, facing fears, enduring hardships, and overcoming obstacles that we truly evolve. Epictetus often speaks of life as a gymnasium for the soul, where each challenge is like lifting weights. The more you embrace discomfort willingly, the stronger and more resilient you become. Principle No. 21. Do not seek approval from others. Craving approval places your happiness in someone else's hands. Epictetus warns against becoming a slave to praise or criticism. Your worth is not determined by how others perceive you, but by how you perceive yourself. Live according to your values, and let the opinions of others pass like clouds across the sky, noticed but powerless to change your course. Principle No. 22. Practice self-reflection daily. Each night before sleeping, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what did I do well? Where did I fail? How can I improve tomorrow? This habit, advocated by both Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, transforms mistakes into lessons and keeps personal growth on track. It's not about self-judgment, but self-awareness, the foundation of true wisdom. Principle No. 23. Strengthen your inner fortress. Life's challenges are like battering rams against the walls of a castle. If your fortress is built on fragile foundations, ego, wealth, or status, it will crumble. But if you build it on virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-control, no external force can breach it. Remember, true strength comes from within, not from what you possess. Principle No. 24. Respond. Don't react when provoked. The instinctive reaction is anger or defensiveness. But Epictetus taught that between stimulus and response lies a choice, a moment of clarity where reason can prevail. By pausing to consider your response, you transform conflict into understanding and avoid the regret that often follows impulsive reactions. Principle No. 25. Seek wisdom, not entertainment. Modern life bombards us with distractions, endless scrolling, gossip, and fleeting pleasures. While entertainment offers temporary escape, wisdom provides lasting fulfillment. Epictetus advised prioritizing books, meaningful conversations, and quiet contemplation. The mind, like the body, thrives on nourishment, not junk. Principle No. 26. Live according to nature. To live according to nature means aligning your actions with your true purpose and accepting life's cycles, growth, decay, joy, and sorrow. Just like a tree doesn't resist autumn, we must not resist change. Embrace each season of life with grace, knowing that everything unfolds as it should. Principle No. 27. Find joy in the present moment. Finally, Epictetus reminds us that life exists only in the present. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. Obsessing over either robs you of the now, the only moment where life truly happens. By practicing mindfulness and gratitude for each breath, you unlock the secret to enduring happiness.